Most people try to do everything. They chase every opportunity. They respond to every demand. They divide their attention across endless directions. And in the end, they feel busy, but they do not move forward. Spartans lived differently. They understood something most never learned. Not everything matters. And the man who treats everything as important loses the ability to win what actually is. Because on the battlefield, there is no reward for doing more, only for doing what matters. A Spartan did not react to everything around him. He selected his attention carefully. In battle, chaos was constant. Metal clashing, soldiers shouting, dust limiting vision. But a Spartan did not chase every movement. He focused only on what affected the outcome, the enemy directly in front of him, the position of his shield, the alignment of his formation. Everything else was ignored. Ancient accounts describe Spartan discipline as unshaken. Not because they felt less pressure, but because they filtered more. They understood that attention is limited, and wasting it is the first step toward defeat. Spartan priorities were not developed in battle. They were built from childhood. The agoge removed unnecessary complexity from life. Boys lived with minimal possessions. They ate simple meals. They followed strict routines. They trained together, not individually. This environment forced clarity. There was no excess to chase, no comfort to prioritize, only development, strength, discipline, awareness. Plutarch noted that Spartans valued usefulness over luxury, because luxury distracts, and distraction weakens focus. By removing the unnecessary early, Spartans trained their minds to recognize what truly mattered. Spartan mothers were known to tell their sons, "Come back with your shield," or "on it." The sword was a personal weapon, but the shield protected the formation. A Spartan who lost his sword could still fight, but a Spartan who abandoned his shield put others at risk. This reveals the Spartan hierarchy of priorities. The mission came first. The formation came second. The individual came last. This is why Spartans were feared. They did not fight for themselves. They fought for structure, and structure wins battles. The Spartan phalanx was not just a formation. It was a system of shared focus. Each warrior had a defined role: hold position, maintain alignment, move in rhythm. If one soldier focused on the wrong threat, the line weakened. If one soldier chased personal glory, the formation broke. So Spartans trained to ignore what did not belong to their role. They trusted the system. They trusted each other, and that trust allowed them to maintain discipline even under extreme pressure, because when priorities are clear, decisions become automatic. At Thermopylae, the situation was overwhelming. The Persian army outnumbered the Spartans many times over. The battlefield was narrow. The pressure was extreme. But King Leonidas did not allow complexity to overwhelm his men. He simplified the objective: hold the pass, not win the war, not defeat the entire army, hold the pass. This clarity removed confusion. It removed hesitation. It gave every Spartan a single direction. And with that focus, they held back one of the largest armies in history. Because simplicity strengthens execution. Spartans were known for their restraint. They did not react to insults. They did not respond emotionally to fear. They did not allow external noise to dictate behavior. Even in conversation, Spartans were brief, direct, focused. This was not personality. It was discipline. Because reacting to everything weakens control, Spartans trained themselves to ignore what did not matter. And in doing so, they preserved their attention for what did. When everything feels important, energy becomes scattered. But when priorities are clear, effort becomes concentrated. Spartans did not waste movement. They did not waste energy. They focused on what decided the outcome: formation, integrity, timing of movement, controlled aggression. This efficiency multiplied their effectiveness, because power is not created by doing more. It is created by doing the right thing with full commitment. Even outside battle, Spartan life reflected clear priorities. They ate in communal groups called syssitia, simple meals, no luxury, shared responsibility. Their society valued discipline over comfort, contribution over status, function over appearance. This created an environment where attention remained grounded. There was little to distract, little to chase. Only what mattered remained. And over time, this shaped their identity. Today, everything competes for attention. Every notification feels urgent. Every opportunity feels important. Every distraction feels justified. But most of it does not move your life forward. It only divides your energy. Without clear priorities, progress becomes impossible, because effort without direction leads nowhere. The Spartan mindset cuts through this. It asks one question: does this matter? If not, it is removed. Spartans did not operate with half effort. When it was time to train, they trained fully. When it was time to fight, they fought fully. Their attention did not split, it stayed locked. Because divided effort produces weak results, but full commitment produces momentum. The warrior who commits completely to what matters most moves forward, while others remain stuck, not because he does more, because he does less, but better. Spartans were not remembered for chasing everything. They were remembered for mastering what mattered. They chose carefully. They committed fully. And they did not waver, because clarity creates strength, and strength creates impact. The warrior who understands priority builds a life that moves forward, while others remain distracted. Look at your life. What are you giving your attention to? How much of it actually matters? The warrior does not try to do everything. He chooses. Remove what is unnecessary. Focus on what matters. And commit fully, because your results will always reflect your priorities. Walk with honor. Stand your ground. Choose what matters. Follow the path. Warrior's path.